Another day, another layoff. And today, it's ClickUp. You know, that really crappy project management system that, well, you know you don't like it. You know everybody on your team doesn't like it. And for some reason, well, you've had to put up with it. Well, you're going to have something else to put up with today, and that's the fact that they are letting go 22% of their staff. Now, the way they're nuancing the wording here, you know, they're not saying that, you know, they're not going to be honest and open and be like, hey, you know, you're losing your job because of AI, or we're laying you off because of AI, or we're firing you because of AI. No. We got to nuance this, because if we told the truth, nobody would ever use our product or our company, and we would just go under. So what can we say or do to get away with it? Let's just say we're reducing the head count. Maybe the people who aren't so smart, it'll just glaze over, you know? And the smart people like you and me, yeah, we pick up on this bullcrap nuance that these CEOs do to get away with bad things. And Zeb Evans went out on Twitter and made his announcement. And he's doing this thing where he's acting like he's going to get ahead of it, and that he's going to be direct, open, and that he's going to own it. You know, was he the CEO when ClickUp had the big, you know, email list, you know, exposure, you know, that one that kind of stayed in play for quite some time, you know, revealed the email address of, you know, well, let's just say, well, big enterprise customers? Is that the same guy? I digress. Well, so the whole premise that he's laying out here, and of course you could probably tell it, he probably did about, I don't know, he probably took 10 different AIs and had them all write this and had one do things, because it's kind of all over the place, kind of contradictory in some ways. But what he's trying to lay out the foundation for is that that they're going to use AI to 10 to 100x or 10x, whatever the number he's trying to run here. But he's trying to say you're going to get 10 to 100x of impact. Now, you know, we can do math, right? Okay, so let's say you had your own company and you had 10 employees. And if you had this tool called AI that could, I don't know, 10 to 100x their impact, their output, whatever you want to say, you would think you would keep all your people, right? You wouldn't 10 to 100x and then say, oh, by the way, let's just reduce the number of people that could do that. Because that would mean that you're achieving less, right? You know, let's just say it was 10 and you took away 25%, well, you obviously can't take half a person, right? But math for math, the numbers do not add up. And so he begins to try to build it up into like what the jobs could be, and that project managers are going to be shipping code, and you know they're going to be doing all the things that they may not be that comfortable with, even with AI. You know what I mean? But the part that really is the part that people are just, it goes to show just how to put this diplomatically. They're not intelligent. Now let's take this person, Clairvo. All the angry posts that are missing the you can make $1 million cash if you do it well. Okay, people, so let's read the lines here. Compensation bands of today should be thrown out the door. We're introducing a $1 million cash per year salary bands with a path available to nearly everyone in the company if they produce 100x impact by creating or managing AI systems. Okay. Well, since they've been doing the wordplay, let's sort of break this down. You know, so, okay, $1 million sounds great. What's the catch? Well, let's highlight that word if. Remember, it's not going to be the person who's actually delivering, you know, doing all this work and running all these systems with AI and stuff. You know, no matter how well they do, even if they're freaking crushing it and making a true impact, it's going to be somebody else that's going to dictate if, right? And then the second thing that person is going to also be able to sit there and say is, well, you didn't make 100x impact. You made, I don't know, 88%. And they're not going to have no way to quantify that. And then if they did, it's going to be with a math equation that they won't give you the formula to. Okay? Meaning they're going to dangle the carrot. And they might along the way be like, oh, you're doing so well. So well, you're just fucking. You're gonna get that $1 million. You know that? Oh man, what are you gonna buy? You're gonna go get a new house, get a a Ferrari. What are you gonna do with that, right? And you know what's gonna happen? A few little days before it's due, it's just like a company with the acronym FC did to me. A few years back, they dangle, and then just days before they have to deliver, they find a reason to get rid of you. Don't you just love it? Don't you love it, people? And this is what they're going to do to people. And now think about this. They're going to get nearly a year out of you. And you're going to be building things. And so when it's put up or shut up, well, they're going to shut you up by kicking you out. They're going to keep your systems, and then they're going to lure somebody else in. And maybe by then, they actually may not need to replace you at all. What are they going to do? Pay the AI $1 million? Come on, people. What are they going to do? Here, AI. I'll give you tokens. They're not going to do this, people. This is just a mere. Let's just say it's a distraction to make them not appear as bad as they truly are. Now, the thing we also, and I don't know if the CEOs really keep this in the back of their head, is that if you were the board of a company, why would you need the CEO of AI is so great? I mean, if you could get 100, he's not making 100x output. These CEOs, they manipulate things to, benefit themselves. So if you're the board, hey, just get rid of the CEO, replace them with AI. You don't have to pay them money. You're not paying them tokens. And you're going to get this 100x output. See how it does? It's like they don't realize they're going to, live by the sword, die by the sword. Yeah, that's how this stuff works out. The people that are pulling the strings to save themselves right now, they're going to fall too. They're all going to fall. And this is going to happen probably every day, probably this year. There's been, somebody posted the numbers, just 2026. It's like, was it nearly 200,000 jobs, 160,000? Like, it's a big number, people. And let's not even talk about what happened last year. If AI is supposed to be this great, and anybody who uses it is going to get a multiple, it makes mathematical sense to keep them, not get rid of them. And this is one of the reasons why, was it the guy over in NVIDIA? He goes, if you're using AI to reduce your staff, it just goes to show that you ran out of creativity. You lost your ability to think and come up with ideas and find solutions, which means it just translates into you found a way to just coast. You might coast for a year. But remember, people, if AI is the subject of this, you mean to tell me that everybody needs a ClickUp? When you could have AI build you a ClickUp in less than a day? Less than a day, people. You don't need these abundant systems. Most people get software and there's so many features they never ever use, which means your CRMs, your project management systems, all the stuff that you use right now, you don't have to go to the big people to get them anymore, which means they will fall. And frankly, we should all get on the bandwagon just building our own stuff and let them fall. We have to figure out a way to make this reset. And wouldn't it be great if just all the people that have been impacted by AI and lost their jobs, wouldn't it be nice if they just all joined forces and just kicked butt? You know what I mean? But this is worth covering. We need to cover this. We need to talk about this. We need to be as open and transparent and as vocal as we can be. This is how we affect change. AI is a great technology. I do not like what it is doing to everyday people. And you might sit there and think, oh, they're just getting rid of the bad performers. Nope, it does not matter. Good performers, bad performers, it doesn't matter the spectrum that they are on. They are all not safe. They're not. So if you like this video, I encourage you to subscribe, leave a like, share a comment. Let's have dialogue about this, and not that dialogue where just somebody gets one little reply. Let's have a conversation about it. This is the way we affect change people. See you tomorrow.